Hello, and welcome back to Hoi 4, Equestria at War, Equestria, under Princess Celestia and Luna. And in today's episode, I think I'm going to just begin checking out the different paths. Their numbers were smaller than we thought. And I'm just going to focus on auto complete for the paths for some of these. So, reaffirming the princessdom. Much to our great relief, the majority of ponies still believe in the monarchy, but her redemption must be swift, lest we want to lose the remaining hope. And this will get rid of the popular discontent. We also have transitional government, but that apparently does nothing, so whatever. Okay, I'm going to be going back to see what the other one is, because that has its own, whatever they're called, national spirit. Maintain traditional autonomies. For over a millennium, our decentralized government has proven to be efficient and effective. With small reforms, it can continue to be so. The princess does not wish to smother her subjects with orders and demands. Equestria's traditional method of governance has been adopted for modern times. Or there we go. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah. Ross rifle. Best rifle. Queen Victoria III. Or we're going to do centralized power and authority. While the old decentralized model has served Equestria faithful for over a millennium, the wars revealed to us truly how loose our union is. We must solidify our nation for our future. And that gives us centralization efforts. The monarchy has chosen to abolish traditional autonomies. More and more decisions are now carried out by Canterlot. Appease the ponies. The final step to reaffirming the monarchy's legitimacy and the Equestria's union is to lead our ear to the people and pay them more mind to the future. Reforms are to be made post-haste. And we get faith in a harmonic empire. It's been a tumultuous year for Equestria. The monarchy, as all its ancient wisdom has proven, it is still even more capable to adapt and evolve itself, and they should for a future. Long live the princesses of Equestria. And now they have another thing, serene sovereignty. The recent campaign, okay, nothing changes in their description from that. Let's see. And let's just see if any event or anything. Oh, pro-princess landslide at the polls. Much to the surprise of both Canterlot and the Republican supporters, the vote of no confidence showed that there were another hidden silent majority of ponies that were for the princesses. The monarchy has this one extra chance to redeem themselves in the public eye, the moderates appearing satisfied with at least receiving their vote. Oh, sweet relief. Let normalcy return more quickly. Alright. And that's that path. This is basically just going to be checking out the different paths today. Woo! Let's go. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Victoria 3 win. Voltaire. Yep. A famous Voltaire quote. Right there. If you didn't know about Voltaire's famous Hope of Victoria 30, well, then you know nothing about Voltaire. Come on. Like, geesh. If you know anything, you know that. I forgot the E at the end. There we have the majority, but the vote is too close. Gets us a narrow majority for the princesses. It was a close call for the final count of the vote. Negotiations will have to continue between the moderates, the monarchy, and other groups, but the general conclusion appears to be a royal diet will be established. That gets rid of popular discontent. The powers of the diet. There was not a majority vote against the monarchy, but this large minority could not be ignored, lest we want to risk more pointless conflict. A diet has been established to satisfy their demands, but what powers will this body have? Just how much power, and who should be included? Remove popular discontent. We have the Diet of Nobles. It has been decided, whether through sheer political influence, general consensus, or otherwise, the traditional rich and powerful are fit to fill the Diet. May their power and intellect benefit the nation. And that gives us Diet of Nobles, which apparently has no effect. No description. Merchant Republic. The nobles have grown incredibly powerful within the Diet. Perhaps worryingly so to the princess. It has done wonders for Equestria's economically. What of their loyalty? The Merchant Republic also has no effect, apparently. Trusting in the old wisdom. Despite the monarchy fear of the action of the Diet, no disaster or uprising has come to pass, and ponies now seem content. Peace and order has returned. So they gain Serene Monarch, which also has no description. Okay. What excitement going on? FG-42 was arguably the first assault rifle. To Google FG-42. My hips don't lie. Okay. Cool. A diet of commoners. Ultimately, the diet has been created for the lower classes to address their grievances, so they shall fill the diet. May their wisdom heal our wounds. So that gives conscription laws instead of trade laws. Diet of commoners also has no description, which I kind of expected. The commoners have wielded their power well and decisively, even if there's somewhat limited role in the diet. However, some of their decisions have been rather daring and precarious. Okay. And the diet has gained too much power, and they have effectively overruled the monarchy, but to maintain peace, the princess still sits on the throne, if only to act as a mantelpiece. And now they have defunct monarchy. I'm just gonna do those ones to see if any other... Oh, narrow majority for the princess again. Just wanting to see if any other event pops up for doing all of them as these guys, because I genuinely don't know whether there is or not, but it doesn't seem like it. So let's go over to the new royal roll. Then after we do all these, I'll go with an interesting path. But I wanted to, let's see all these. Let's find the lore and all that. Let's learn about it, and then we'll figure it out from there. Yeah, you get it. You get it. You get it. The majority is with the protesters, but it's close. Narrow majority for the Republicans. In a fierce full of days of voting across the nation, the vote of no confidence has come with a minor majority rule of the Republicans. Evidently, there's still a strong minority in favor of the monarchy, but it is likely the two forms of government will be blended together in a new sort of harmony. We can reconcile the new and old. The vote of no confidence was but days ago, but now the race is on for the new Prime Minister of the Commonwealth. Our defender, the Prince-elect, Bluebud. A well-educated and accomplished general from the Equestrian military, Prince Blueblood rode his popularity as a hero of Equestria, a traditional inherited power as a prince through the elections and into his new role as the executive of the nation. His tactics as a general were strict, disciplined, and conservative, not to mention highly effective, and he carries those methodologies into his administration. Though not necessarily the most humble politician, Blueblood knows how, when, and what to say. What the public wants to hear, knows what the public wants to hear, has the intellect to carry out that will effectively. Firstly, his knowledge as a general gives his pragmatic administration great insight into the military and the defensive needs of the nation, essential in the torn and chaotic modern world. The new royal roll, the vote came somewhat close, but still resulted in a strong majority against the monarchy. Agreements have been made to let it remain, but will be balanced with an elected parliament. And we can get the elected monarchy. Parliament has voted, and it has been decided that the monarchy will act in an executive alongside the Prime Minister. They will directly work together on passing legislation drafted by Parliament. And we get Princess Celestia and Luna are having an active role in the leadership of the new parliament in Equestria. The new parliament, princess and her parliament, our new government has been forged after a long and strenuous several moons, and all seems to be going well now internally. All there is left to do now is perpetuate it. New harmonic administration, nothing there. To perpetuate this new commonwealth and these principles of harmony, we established a new chapter for ourselves and our posterity. The Great Charter. Now let's check out, the right focus, but also I want to check out the descriptions for the other leaders. Like, what are they like? I didn't even look at them. I just clicked on the top one because I wanted to look at each one individually. So let's see. This is, I guess, kind of a showing of, hey, if you finish the war, you can kind of, this tells you what the leaders are like, and, you know, what their personalities like a little bit, for what you would do, you know. Don't start a naval war in Switzerland, Frederick the Great. I wonder why you wouldn't want to do that. I don't know. I can't figure it out. And I'm going to go ahead and look at this. It is uncertain, but by either parliamentary vote or by voluntary action, the monarchy has decided to take a laid-back political role. It will have no active official powers, an active advisory role, as the face of the government and embodiment of Equestria. Princess Celestia and Luna are the icons of Equestria, but they can only observe the politics from now on. And we're going to elect Filthy Rich, I suppose. Which... he has no description. Filthy Rich is a wealthy industrialist. Filthy Rich elected to office. The wealthy business stallion, Filthy Rich, has been elected to office on the platform making Equestria great again. Regardless of vague promises, vast economic reforms have been objected to endure. It's raw capitalism, the solution. Woo! Yay! This is exactly what we wanted. Woo! Yay! We did it, everybody. Not much fun in Stalingrad. Pliny the Elder. Roosevelt and Churchill would make for a great dating game. Who are Lieutenant Glitterhoof? Whoever those beings are. Alright. Oh, we have traditional power. Elect Fancy Pants. He's a well-connected diplomat. Fancy Pants elected office. The well-known controlled aristocrat, Fancy Pants, has been elected office on an overall conservative platform. His great diplomatic skills and deep connections will serve the nation well. If nothing else, he's a safe bet. Quite a few candidate options. Interesting. Alright. Whoops! Error dog. Giraffes are very sensitive creatures. True. Page 2. We need more options. Okay, why does it go to me to a second page? If there's just one in the second page, just put them as that option. Whatever. Sunset Shimmer. Hey, Sunset Shimmer. I think this might just be the same description as her description. Having a natural talent of magic, even before she gained her heating mark, Sunset Shimmer was sent to Celestial School for Gifted Unicorns, where her unique skills and ambition caught the eye of Princess herself, who took her on as a student. For many years, she served faithfully as her pupil, learning much about magic, the world, and everything in between. But although Sunset was proud to be her one and only protege, both for Hubert's and inspiration, knew no limits, and thus soon to become discontent with the little progress she made in her studies. After an incident involving a magical mirror, Celestia was forced to expel her, though she escaped into an alternate world using a mirror as a portal. Years later, soon after the coronation of Princess Twilight Sparkle, Sunset Shimmer returned to seal the elements of magic during her visit to the Crystal Empire, fleeing back into the portal with the element. Twilight was forced to chase after her with Spike as her only company. No pony quite knows what happened while they were gone, but Twilight eventually emerged with her crown secured and stated that Sunset was in good hands. For many years, she went unnoticed and remembered by many. Princess Twilight herself only knows of 3 visits from the Mirror World, and none of them very long. But that all changed when Equestria came under attack as a field marshal in the Equestrian army. Sunset Shimmer made a new name for herself among many as a proud and determined pony, willing to do whatever it took to keep Equestria safe. It was that same reputation that, despite the many strange quirks she possesses from her time away from home, won Sunset the election as the new leader of Equestria, taking a place that she once desired before, but only now has truly earned. Sunset Shimmer elected to office. The recent Equestrian elections have resulted in a surprising candidate being elected to office. The outsider and war hero, Sunset Shimmer, a former student of Princess Celestia, she rode on a wave of popular support with her personality and past experience in leadership, despite the strange mannerisms she possesses. In her opening speech, she promised to maintain equestrian harmony and forgiveness while protecting the pony she now leads into the future. My past is not today. I like the idea of Sunset Shimmer becoming the new leader of Equestria through the vote. That's just hilarious to me. Like, that is probably my favorite of the choices in the options given in that. That is honestly really, really funny. I like that. I like that a lot. The Bob Simple tank is a marvel of engineering. Frederick the Great. Whoever that is. Whatever Who's Bob Simple? What's Bob Simple? They started Voltaire. And last but not least, there's a resounding call for democracy. This is the one option where we just remove the Alicorn sisters entirely. Landslide victory for the Republicans. Across the country, ponies poured into the hastily built polling offices, made it clear to themselves, the monarchy and the world, that they would have their harmonic republic. The only ponies who opposed the overwhelming wave of change were hardline traditionals. Well, out with the old and in with the new. So I think we get the same options here. Okay. So we get fancy pants, filthy rich. Okay, so this one there is some new options. Let's see. I believe these first two are the same as the other one, though. Filthy rich and fancy pants. But we do have mayor, which is just a grassroots populace. Mayor elected. The longtime Ponyville mayor, Miss Mayor, successfully ran for office. Known by many as a democratic political trailblazer, Ponyville, being an early adopter of democracy, has proven campaigning skills won the day. But will her regional talents and charms translate to the national position as well? I don't know. Maybe. I suppose it's possible. We won't get to find out, though. They started it anonymously for Dev. Man, everyone's saying they started it. Page 2. So we've already elected Sunset Slimmer, but we haven't elected, just straight up, this is Applejack. Applejack gets to be leader of the nation. The bearer of the element of honesty, Applejack is an apple farmer from Ponyville, having gotten her cutie mark after realizing her true passion, our family farm of Sweet Apple Acres. She is regarded as one of the mainstays of the now famous village, and perhaps the most well-known pony of the vast apple family in Equestria, becoming friends with the future princess Twilight Sparkle during the return of Nightmare Moon in 1000. A community pony with a southern mannerisms, many of who have met with her find her as fair, empathetic, and diligent friend. Even if her stubbornness gets in the best of her sometimes, she is rarely seen without her significant Stetson hat, and she inherited her father and keeps close as a keepsake of his memory. Formerly most famous for her position in Equestria as a hero and elemental bearer, as well as a teacher of the School of Friendship. Applejack was one of the ponies called on and enlisted as a general in the Equestrian army, to which she distinguished herself as a talented and brave leader. After the war and the declaration of the new Equestrian Republic, her popularity as a war hero, of both the military and of all of pony kind, as well as her familial connections throughout Equestria, meant she won the election with a massive surge of popularity. As the new and unexpected president of Equestria, Applejack promises to remain, as she always has, brave, reliable, and above all honest, to protect the common pony. The traditions of Equestria defend every pony together side by side, and those who fight with her to protect their home. Landslide victory for the Republicans. Across Equestria, ponies poured into the hastily built polling offices that made it clear to themselves, the monarchy and the world, they opposed harmonic republic. The only ponies who opposed the overwhelming wave of change was the traditionalists. Applejack elected to office. After the full dissolution of the Equestrian monarchy, many were not surprised to see the war heroes of Equestria rising as popular candidates for the first president. What few could expect, however, was the real victor winning by a landslide, the Earth pony Applejack. As a general of Equestria, element bearer, and a member of the well-known Apple family, her heroism made many ponies put their faith in her as their first leader in now uncertain times. Promising to remain dependable and keep equestrian traditions as they always have been, she is looking to be an honest and stalwart leader in the modern age. We're apples forever, apples together. Amazing. The new Equestrian Republic. The vote ended with a resounding and uncompromising cry for self-government, so the ancient regime has been dragged down. The new Republic standing as a place, we must quickly secure law, order, and justice on our terms. It is only the beginning. The Declaration of Self-Determination. With the establishment of the new government and this new harmony, we should outline and ensure the rights of the ponies in the absence of a power maternal leader, and define our sovereign power over our own fates and destinies. Which does not do anything. With the establishment of self-determination and sovereignty, we should outline the role and the powers of the new government to translate the will of the people into law, never be able to collapse into chaos over the conflicts of one or two ponies, no matter how powerful. Also, nothing. The Species Rights Acts. Already we've encountered a great hurdle in the founding of our new republic. In the wording of our still infant founding documents in the face of war around the world, we are faced with more and more non-pony refugees. It can be interpreted that we do not include them, so we extend our hooves to them in welcome, having pinned the right amendments to our characters. Add the Species Rights Act. Cool. To truly solidify our new harmony and republic in the chaos tearing apart the world, we need a large and powerful professional army more than ever. A grand army, as some in Congress call it. Okay. The year of trials and tribulations, at least politically, is finally over. Equestrian harmony we hold within it is finally secure again. Even if it's not the same as we begin with, we must now look outward. With our newfound harmony and hoof, we have to defend it with all our might, and lest we lose it with some outside invader, Equestria prevails, the bastion of harmony. Perhaps defense of this hard-gained harmony is not enough. For the greater good, we must be a harmonic bulwark, both at home and abroad. The arsenal of harmony. And that'll be this episode, though, while this is the end of this universe's version of Equestria, I think there is another we may be moving over to in the next episode. But if you enjoyed this episode, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And as always, peace.